Psalm TV, the pulse of the nation.
Are you stuck in Jalingo late at night? Need a safe and reliable ride fast? Introducing Supercab, Jalingo's trusted ride-hailing service from anywhere in the city. We will pick you up right at your doorstep. Book a ride in seconds. Safe, fast and affordable. Visit www.supercab.com.ng or download the Supercab app today. Supercab, your ride your way.
Good news, farmers in Taraba State. Your storage problems are now over. The Taraba State government introduces new official farm sacks, the standard packaging solution for all agricultural products across our state. Through partnership between the Ministry of Commerce, Trade and Industry with the visionary network Apex Limited, we're introducing high-quality branded sacks featuring Taraba's identity. The key benefits include uniform standard sacks statewide, increased internally generated revenue for Taraba's development, proud Taraba branding showing the origin of farm produce nationwide. Distributors in Yangtu, Uganda and all local governments, this is your call to action. Farmers Association and Amana members, prepare for better storage. Dealers across Nigeria, get ready for Taraba's premium branded sacks. Together, we build Taraba's agricultural future, one quality sack at a time. Taraba Sacks, protecting your harvest, promoting our state. Announcer Honorable Peter George, the Commissioner.
Tirkashi ga dama ta samu, ina manoma da ke fadin jihar Taraba, dama ta zo gare ku domin matsalar ajiya ta kare. Gwamnatin jihar Taraba tana gabatar da sabuwar fatan buhu wato Taraba Farm Sack. Buhu na hukuma don tattara dukkan amfanin gona a faɗin jihar Taraba ta haɗin gwiwa tsakanin ma'aikatar kasuwanci, sana'o'i da masana'antu da The Visionaries Network Apex Limited. An kera sabbin buhunan masu inganci masu ɗauke da tambarin jihar Taraba. Wasu daga ribar amfani da su waɗannan buhunan sun haɗa da tsarin amfani da buhu ɗaya daidaitacce a faɗin jihar Taraba. Karin kudaden shiga na cikin gida don ci gaban jihar Taraba. Tambarin Taraba a ko'ina yana nuna asalin amfanin gona a kasuwannin Najeriya. 'Yan kasuwa da masu rarrabawa a Yantu Ngada da dukkan kananan hukumomi wannan kira ne domin ku. Kungiyoyin manoma da mambobin amana ku shirya don mafita mafi inganci. 'Yan kasuwa daga ko'ina cikin Najeriya. Ku shirya karɓan buhuna masu inganci daga jihar Taraba. Domin neman karin bayani tuntuɓi ma'aikatar kasuwanci ta jihar Taraba. Mu gina makomar noma a Taraba da buhu guda ɗaya mai inganci da ɗaurewa. Taraba Sacks na kare amfanin gona da kuma inganta jiharmu.
Hello viewers, a wonderful good evening from you guys from Psalm TV, the pulse of the nation. Welcome to another episode or segment of what's trending on Psalm TV. As you all know, we used to bring you latest gist from social media and nation across. So ladies and gentlemen, welcome to this beautiful moment with me in the studio, and I'm here alone, and today I'll be here alone with you guys, with me watching live. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm Teresa Yuba, aka Tessa Stone. So, ladies and gentlemen, I hope I find you guys doing wonderful well this evening. Today is Monday. You know, Monday used to be a hectic day, but today, Monday in Jalingo is a bit boring. You know, yeah, it's boring because students are on break, so everywhere is just dry. But the weather, we thank God, the weather is chill and normal, not like before Jalingo that we used to know the weather used to be so hot. But this weather here in Jalingo today is so sweet and warm. Thank God for that beautiful weather. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome. If you're just joining us, this was trending on Som TV. You can also follow us on Facebook at Som TV and on YouTube at Som TV Live. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I won't be talking alone, but I will love it when you guys call in to air out your own opinion, your own comments concerning the stories I have for today, because I brought to you guys a wonderful story for this day. A number will be displayed on our screen. You can call in to air out your own opinion. You can send in SMS. We'll also read it out for our viewers out there. All right, ladies, let me dive to our first trend of today. Father accuses Bini Hospital of infecting 19-month-old son with HIV after 2 blood transfusion. This story is heavy. A Nigerian father has accused a Bini Hospital of infecting his 19-month-old baby with HIV after 2 blood transfusions administered by the family. The allegation was shared in a post on popular social media platform TikTok, showing the father alongside documents obtained from the hospital. According to the report, the child was first taken to the hospital on February 6, 2025, over a high fever and critically low blood level. The hospital recommended an urgent blood transfusion, which the parent agreed to purchase blood for 40,000 naira. The family returned to the same hospital on May 3, 2025, when the child's condition worsened. Once again, doctor advised another transfusion. The father, identified as Praise Mbom, said he and his wife offered to donate their own blood, but the hospital declined, citing that absence of medical personnel to screen it. Instead, they were instructed to purchase another unit of blood for 35,000 naira. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's watch this video for more details.
The parents of a 19-month-old baby boy, Praise and Mimi Mumbo, says their child, Jeremiah, contracted HIV following 2 blood transfusions at Safe Bliss Medical Center, a private hospital in Benin City. According to the child's father, Praise Mumbo, he said baby Jeremiah was first admitted to the hospital on February 6, 2025, with high fever and a critically low blood level. With the packed cell volume PCV reading at just 11%, the hospital advised an urgent transfusion and blood worth 40,000 naira was purchased and administered.
The medical center along Sloko Road. So when we get there, they do all the necessary tests for his body. That he have a PCV is very low and he have fever and temperature is very high. So they do both HIV tests that day. And when they do the test, HIV test, which is ROVS, show negative. It show negative, and after they do the test finish, that they need to give him blood, and I suggest that I should donate my own blood. They say that there are lab scientists not around, that they can take blood from me, and it will take a long process. That the baby temperature is very high, and is according to a condition that they need to buy blood the faster way. So I don't have choice, because the baby condition was very scared at that moment. So I now make a deposit, and they bring the blood within some minutes. If I'm not mistaken, it's not up to 30 minutes. So they bring the blood. After they bring the blood, they transfuse the blood on him. After they admit us and transfuse the blood on him, they give him the blood twice.
Following the diagnosis at the government hospital, the couple filed a formal complaint with the Edo State Ministry of Health and the Office of the Attorney General, alleging negligence and unsafe medical practices.
I received a petition from the parents of that young child. We are going to make sure that we follow through that matter to see that justice is done and put squarely the blame where it should belong.
In response to the allegations, the Edo State Commissioner for Health, Dr. Cyril Oshomole, confirmed that Safe Bliss Medical Center has been sealed. He said investigations revealed that the hospital was operating without registration. Dr. Cyril Oshomole said preliminary findings showed that the blood donors tested HIV negative as of July 28, 2025. He added that the parents have also been screened.
We still up the hospital. The donors, we've taken their blood sample. They were both HIV negative. This is horrific. I wouldn't wish that for my enemy at all.
As at 28th of July 2025, attempts to get a direct comment from Safe Bliss Medical Center were unsuccessful. The hospital directed all inquiries to their legal counsel, who stated that a public response would be issued at a later date. Meanwhile, in a follow-up interview at the Ministry of Health on Monday, 4th August 2025, the spokesperson for the Mumbo family, Honorable Enos Mumbo, said the test results of baby Jeremiah's parents are out and HIV negative, and that they are looking towards a peaceful resolution.
On the part of the hospital, they were at the defensive end, especially the administrator of the hospital, who felt that the image of the hospital is much more than the life of the child.
Reacting to the latest development, the administrator of Safe Bliss Medical Center, Esosa Benjamin, extolled the effort of the Ministry of Health. He cited that even though the hospital has been exonerated by the outcome of the test results of the donors, they still look forward to settling the matter amicably.
The report from the investigation they carried out so far showed that the donors through which those bloods that were transfused to the patients was negative. And that shows that the blood that was transfused was negative.
On his part, Dr. Oshoma.
Wow. All right, my viewers, as you can see, this is a story and this war really happened. So you can call in to air out your own opinion. You can send us SMS to air out your own opinion through the SMS. I will read it out and thank you for watching Some TV. To me, I feel what they did is really, really bad. Because, first of all, the both parents are there to be able to advise, to be able to tell the doctor what they want for their son. And based on the story, they said these parents told their doctor that they should use their blood, but they said no, nobody is there to test the blood, stuff like that. But it's their child, that boy is their son, that's their baby. They're the ones that will give birth to him. No matter what, to save his life, use their blood instead. Okay, let's imagine a 1 year and maybe 3 to 4 month old baby having HIV, which his parents don't even have. How is that possible? And I don't know what is really happening in our country. How will someone donate a blood in the hospital and the hospital will not test that blood? Go on a, before, I know before they withdraw blood from someone or before they get blood to keep in their bank, blood bank, they used to test the people to run the test because, yes, they want to save life, but they have to save the life with a good blood or in a good way, not to come and infect someone. Someone that has HIV don't have to donate his blood, even if you have thousands of blood in your body cells. You don't have to because we are preventing people's life. But in this scenario now is a newborn baby, just about a month plus, and already this baby is having HIV at just 19-month-old baby. From just brief illness, now he's having HIV. I really feel bad for the parents. I really feel bad for that baby because I don't know if the baby should grow up. Will he end up, he will regret why he's even alive because it's not going to be easy on him at his age. At that stage, he will start taking HIV drugs just to wipe away this HIV sickness. And he's too young for that. I don't know if I may ask or I can ask this question. Can a newborn baby like just this one, 19-month-old baby, taking that much drugs? Because I know HIV people take a lot of drugs. And just this baby now has been infected with this HIV, not that his parents have it or something, but he got it from a transfusion of blood, which is really bad. Yes, they are saving life, but to me, I feel the doctor will have just used his mom or his dad's blood. Even if nobody is there, is their son. Besides, no mom would like to see her son sick and then she won't help. All right, let me pick my first caller in the house and hear what he or she have to say. Hello, good evening.
Hello.
Hello, good evening.
My name is Emmanuel.
Okay, Emmanuel, good evening. Where are you calling from? Okay, I guess I lost Emmanuel. Hello, good evening.
Hello, good evening.
Evening, what's your name and where are you calling from?
My name is Lawa from Niger State.
Okay, Lawal from Niger State. What do you have to say about this trend right now?
You see, the first problem they have is that the person that hospital is a very bad hospital. Because if not, before you take a blood from anybody, you will do a series of tests.
Yeah.
If it's a HIV positive or negative, you will know.
Yeah.
And before you store it for sale, it's very more preventable than saying you just get blood from anybody without testing. That is the first problem. The second, why they don't want to collect blood from that man is because they prefer to get more cash than getting it free from the family. So I am very sorry. It's unfortunate for the family. But I think the hospital will compensate them because there is nothing they can do any more than that. So, and it is very sad for somebody, a young boy from age of 1 year plus, to start taking drugs. Maybe he's going to spend 80 or 90 years on it. This is a problem. So I wish them success.
All right, thank you so much for that beautiful comment. Wow, we all had it. Yes, just as this my caller said, I feel the hospital are greedy enough because they don't even want to allow anything. Hello, good evening.
Evening.
What's your name and where are you calling from?
I'm Mr. Akume Emmanuel from Benue State.
Okay, Mr. Akume Emmanuel from Benue. What do you have to say about this trend?
Today, this case is not a case we can just sit and conclude and then blame the hospital. Blood transfusion, meaning HIV infection is not only through blood transfusion. One, I heard from the background there that the person, that is the donor, was tested and he was negative. So proper investigation to follow and carry properly before knowing where to blame. You can get infected with.
Wow. That's serious. Yeah, we can't blame anybody, but at least they should have just used the parent. Yes, just as the first caller said, he said they don't want to lose money, so they need more money instead. Instead of taking blood from the parents, they insist that the parent have to just pay money because they have blood in their blood bank. Hello. Okay. Hello, good evening.
Okay. Hello. Hello, good evening.
Hello, good evening. Please, can you turn down the volume of your TV? Hello, good evening.
Hello.
Good evening.
Hello, good evening.
Evening, what's your name and where are you calling us from?
I'm calling from Taraba State.
Okay.
I'm from Taraba.
All right, sir. What do you have to say about this trend right now?
This hospital has so many questions to answer. This hospital has so many questions to answer. They have to be blamed for anything that has happened on this board.
Please, can you turn down the volume of your TV set?
Hello?
Please, my viewers, I know you would love to call, but you can't call and still be hearing yourself while you're speaking. Please try to turn down the volume of your TV so we can get to hear your comment or your opinion better. Thank you so much. Hello, good evening.
Thank you so much. Hello, good evening. Thank you so much.
Wow. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thanks so much for calling and keep calling, keep bringing in your comments. We'll still take your comments and your opinion. Yeah, this hospital we're talking about here are to be blamed because they are being negligent of what is happening in their own hospital. Hello, good evening.
Good evening, ma'am.
Evening, what's your name and where are you calling us from?
I'm calling from Benue State. My name is Nelson Goche Oche.
Okay, Mr. Nelson from Benue. What do you have to say about this trend right now? But before that, please, can you turn down the volume of your TV?
Actually, what that doctor did is unfortunately, is very wrong. And when I look at it, it's somehow to me because, first of all, his license have to be withdrawn. Because for you to give a child a proper treatment, first of all, you examine the blood. You can't just give a blood to a child like that without doing proper screening over it. And for him to do that, his license supposed to be withdrawn. Secondly, he need to go to a jail for that because I think the life of that child have been jeopardized already. A child will begin to take HIV drugs from just 1 year and some months till eternity because we don't know where the child is going to leave the surface of the earth. So because of that, appropriate measures have to be taken.
Wow.
Let them withdraw the license. Secondly, you need to go to jail for that. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you so much for calling, Mr. Nelson. Wow, that's a beautiful comment there. That's really a beautiful one. Yes, action must be taken because it's not proper. You can't just give a small child blood without testing it. Hello, good evening.
Hello, good evening. Good evening.
Evening, what's your name and where are you calling from?
I'm calling from Edo State.
Okay, so what do you have to say about this trend right now?
Okay, so what do you have to say about this trend right now? I want to contribute on the case. The doctor is to be blamed for.
Okay.
Before you carry blood, you need to test the blood.
Wow, thank you so much for that beautiful comment.
So,
wow. Yeah, everybody, doctor should be blamed, doctor should be blamed, doctor should be blamed. Yeah, that's a beautiful one there. I really love this comment I'm getting from my viewers. Hello, good evening. Hello. All right.
Hello.
Hello, good evening. Wow.
Hello.
Hello, good evening. What's your name and where are you calling us from?
Good evening. My name is Aribanjo, calling from Lagos.
Okay, Mr. Adebanjo from Lagos. What do you have to say about this trend right now?
What I really have to say about the trend is that, according to what I have in the news, I was told the hospital was operating without license. Now the work is now on the government now to try and locate other hospitals that are operating without license, because had it been they have the license, definitely they should have a good, according to what I read in, definitely they don't have good experts.
Wow.
As doctors and nurses working with them. If they do, they need to do the right thing. Now the deed has been done. It's going to really affect the child no matter what. And there is no compensation that they might do or give to the family that will really erase that HIV status. So the issue now is that hospital should be closed down because the doctor should be put behind bars because he's not having license. Then why should he operate? We are talking about life. Life cannot be replaced. Once it's lost, it's lost. Once it's affected, it's affected. So you are not expected to toy with life. It's not animal. We're talking even animal. Their life cannot be toyed about. Immediately they lose the life or they are affected. They are affected for life. And HIV now, it's only God that can really help the boy. Because with what we're hearing about HIV, seriously, I just pray God will intervene. That's just what I have to say.
Wow, thank you so much for that beautiful comment.
You're welcome.
Wow. All right, viewers, you heard from our caller right now saying that, yeah, the doctor should be taking to the prison, and then this hospital should be locked upon. Yeah, because to me, that doctor didn't try. We're talking of life here, and that baby's life is too precious. Very, very precious. Just a 1 year, few months, like maybe 3 to 4 month old baby. Hello, good evening.
Hello, good evening.
Evening, what's your name and where are you calling us from?
My name is Florence from Delta.
Okay, Florence from Delta. What do you have to say about this trend right now?
All right, first of all, the hospital, they said, is not licensed. And if you listen properly, they said investigations were taken from the donors that they got the blood from. So if you look at it, that means the donors were not the carrier of that HIV. There might be a mistake, maybe from the injection or something the nurse or the doctor used that infected that baby.
Wow.
Since the parents are not carrying the virus and the donors are not also carrying the virus, you get? So I think a hospital that is not licensed, Nigeria have to look into that very well. That's a very big mistake.
Wow. Thank you so much for that wonderful comment. That's really a wonderful comment out there. Thank you so much for that beautiful comment. Wow. Nigerians, yes, at times we were not too sure if it's the blood, but they said it's the blood. Hello, good evening. Hello. All right, ladies and gentlemen, moving forward to our next story for today. You know, I have a lot of stories, but we can't just stay on one. Let's move on to our next trend for today, which says, woman vows never to marry man who can pay her 5 million monthly. I want this one, now ladies get her on. I don't know what she's thinking of. I don't know what was in her mind. I don't know what gave her that idea, that instincts of saying that, but let's get to hear the story. A Nigerian woman has vowed never to marry a man who can't pay her 5 million naira monthly and change her phone every 6 months. This was revealed in a video shared on X, formerly Twitter. In the video, the woman boldly outlined her expectation from a man. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's hear from the horse's mouth.
I'm not beautiful, but let me tell you, I cannot get married to a guy who cannot pay me a minimum of 5 million every month for being his wife. A man who cannot pay me a minimum of 5 million every month, change my phone every six months. I can't marry him. My responsibility, I'm not going to work as a wife. I'm only going to sit at home, have your kids. Then it's your responsibility to work, bring money for us to chop. Women are meant to chop money. Look at me very well. Just in case if you want me, I want you to know that I cannot marry a man that does not pay me up to 5 million every month. Thank you. Period.
Wow. I don't know what to tell this my sister. I know she's a lady like me, yeah? But I don't get, is it that after the guy marries you, you want him to be giving you 5 million naira? What kind of job is that guy doing? That is the question. Let me hear from my first caller. Hello, good evening.
Hello.
Hello, good evening.
Evening, how are you?
I'm okay. What's your name and where are you calling from?
I'm Jeremiah calling from Kogi State.
Okay, Jeremiah from Kogi. So what do you have to say about this trend right now?
Like, this girl in the question, is her parents able to afford what she just did, or are they more than it? That's what we want to know. If they are more than it, then we can say yes, and maybe she was raised from a good family. But if she's not from that, that means she'll be a whore.
Wow.
That is just really what I can only say. She'll be like, I don't even know how to put it.
Thank you so much for that beautiful comment. Yeah, because I also want to know if really if she's from a rich background, because it's surprising. Hello, good evening. Wow. Hello, good evening.
I'm good. Hello, good evening.
What's your name and where are you calling from?
Good evening.
Wow. Okay, I guess everybody wants to call, everyone wants to talk. Yeah, what do you know, this lady, I don't know, she said it herself and that's the price she wants to be paid. Hello, good evening. Wow. I see. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, you know, a lot of ladies have their own expectation, but I want to believe that my sister, as you're having that expectation, what do you have to offer to the guy? It's not just about beauty, it's not just about brains, it's not about cooking. What do you do? What is your work as a lady? Hello, good evening.
Hello. Good evening.
What's your name and where are you calling from?
My name is Alvin. I'm calling from Benue State.
All right. So what do you have to say about this trend right now?
That is the problem we are having in this country. Some ladies, the glass might be rich. And for them to humble themselves and they mix up whom God wants them to be, to humble themselves and marry a young man. And you are demanding something from him. What have you offered to the man that you are expecting him to be paying you 5 million naira on monthly basis?
Wow.
And at the same time, you are the one that pushes some men and some boys into stealing and all those things.
Wow, thank you so much.
I want to encourage some ladies, please. No matter the background you came from, humble yourself to a man. So that you can get what God wants to touch you.
Thank you so much for that wonderful.
A lot of billions of ladies have such consciousness of that money.
Wow, that's a wonderful comment out there. Hello, good evening.
Good evening.
Evening, what's your name and where are you calling from? Wow. Okay. Hello, good evening.
Hello.
Hello, good evening. What's your name and where are you calling from? All right, I guess I lost that caller right now. Wow, but ladies and gentlemen, you know, ladies are funny these days. Yeah, the same lady will come out to say, my question here is, does that mean any lady that her brother wants to date, would he be paying that lady 5 million monthly and changing her phone every 6 months? That is my own question. Hello, good evening. Evening, what's your name and where are you calling us from?
I'm calling from those states.
All right, what do you have to say about this trend right now? Okay. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I know, yeah, it's a very wonderful day and a wonderful trend happening right now. And I know you guys want to keep calling in, but this will be the last caller for today. Hello, good evening.
Good evening. Am I calling this in Sun City TV in Jalingo?
Yes, I was speaking to.
So I want to make a comment concerning the program that is going on now.
All right, sir. All right, so what's your opinion? What's your own take on this program right now?
What is my opinion on the program is that, you know, the deed has been done. And as the deed has been done, and my own advice is that the hospital needs to be inspected, and then if it is something that they do not have to be complete facilities that will warrant them to continue on treating a patient, then they should close the hospital down. And then for the parent of the child, I believe that there is something that God cannot do. So that child can still be delivered and be set free from the HIV.
Thank you.
I pray that God will intervene in the life of the child, that it will not go to a long extent before he gets his healing.
Amen. Amen. Thank you so much for that wonderful words.
So am I going to be connected on air?
Yes, I already live. As you're talking, you're live already on Some TV.
Okay.
Wow, that is a wonderful comment out there, my little viewers out there. Thank you so much for bringing in your calls. Thank you for being part of my wonderful show on Some TV, the Pulse of the Nation. You know, every beginning there must be an end, and we don't have much time. But I guess I'll pick a very last call, and that'll be the last for today. Hello, good evening.
Good evening.
Evening, what's your name and where are you calling from?
My name is Glory.
Okay, Glory, what do you have to say about this trend right now?
I'm coming from you.
Okay, I guess Glory just called for a different reason.
Hello.
Hello, good evening.
Good evening.
What's your name and where are you calling from?
I'm calling from Kogi State.
Okay, so what do you have to say about the story?
My name is Pastor Elijah.
Pastor Elijah.
If the girl want to marry a person that they cannot be giving her 5 million each month or changing phone 60 months each, then the question is this, that I can see coming with a machine to be producing money to the man, or she want to write application that they will be employed as a government worker to be working under the president. How she did one and requested that such amount.
Wow.
That is my comment. But if he don't want to marry, let him find where the money is, and then let him go there and go started picking that money and changing the phone each 60 months. So instead to have to disgrace herself openly. Thank you.
Thank you so much for that wonderful comment.
God bless you.
Bless you too, sir. Wow, viewers. We've heard from our callers this evening, and thank you so much for calling. Thank you so much for being part of my program today. But before I go, I have an SMS from an unknown number here. I am Grace from Nasarawa State. The doctor is so greedy, and his license needs to be checked. I'm sorry for the family. Thank you so much. The family appreciates you. The family is grateful for your concern, for your comments. Thank you so much for bringing in your comments. I'm sorry, but you know, in every beginning there must be an end. I don't like to say goodbye, but you know, yeah, the stories are really interesting. I wish we'll have more time to spend and discuss, because a lot of people are calling, a lot of people want to make comments. Yeah, you can just keep bringing in your comment. You can send in your SMS, you can send in your comments on our Facebook page. We'll get to read it out. But before I go, I know, yes, our first trend goes like the 19-month-old baby has been affected with HIV/AIDS. And then my second story is about a lady who said no man can marry. She can't marry a man that won't be paying her 5 million every month and changing her phone after 6 months. I don't know who her father is. It's funny because as a lady, you're not supposed to think of that. First of all, pray for yourself to be stable. Pray for yourself to have a partner. Pray for yourself to do good so that people will like you. But the way she's demanding, this kind of ladies, I'm sorry to say, yeah, there are some ladies that are like that. They're just after the money, they're just after the material things, forgetting that marriage is not just that. Because you'll soon be having your children. Okay, so what do you expect your husband to do? That means if you give birth to first son, you expect him to also be paying your first son maybe 2 million every month, and then changing the baby's phone, which is not supposed. So every lady out there, please think before you act. And don't just conclude. That's why a lot of ladies are not with men today, because of material things. So my fellow ladies, please and please and please and please and please, I'm pleading, we should please have to learn how to have self-control over material things. We should also have a say in our life. Yes, you can say no and let your no be no. But you can't just be demanding a lot of money that you yourself have never. I'm very sure this lady have never seen 5 million in her account. Talk more of she demanding for that certain amount that she needed, which is not proper. But we have to be very mindful. We have to know the kind of things we say online, on social media. All these kind of things makes us, we go viral, but it affects us. Because now this lady, she has blocked her way, per se, yeah, because maybe someone would like her, someone has been crushing, someone wanted to come and ask her her hand in marriage. But him seeing that, he can't even come close because he will first of all look at his bank account. Maybe the person saved is 3 million, 2 million, planning to start his family or his home with a little amount. And then somebody would just want to come and scatter everything by saying, okay, like I need someone that will marry me and give me 10 million. My sister, you're too harsh. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for watching today's episode. And our ladies out there, please be careful. Know the kind of word, know your choices of words to use when you are doing, even if it's content, know the choices of words to use in your content. Don't just speak out. Because yes, we have the mouth to talk, but you know the people watching have the ears to listen, and they will pay attention, they will look at you, and they will keep hearing what you're saying. So do it for the good, okay? Thank you so much for staying with me on today's program. Sorry to say, and those people that I'm not picking your calls, I'm sorry, because this is the end of today's program. Try to call in on time tomorrow by 5 p.m. on the dot. I'll still be here on Some TV because it's the program that we do every day from Mondays to Friday. Thank you so much. Those people that have called, thank you for your SMS. And the last SMS I have here said, that lady is greedy. Someone like her, thief in our country. Wow, she's a thief in the country. Yes, that's serious. Thank you so much for that beautiful SMS right now. Thank you so much, my viewers. Thank you so much for your comments. Thank you for your opinion. Thank you for calling. Keep watching Some TV because we'll keep you posted, we'll keep you informed, we'll keep you educated, we'll bring out the latest sports, latest music, trending films. Thank you so much for watching Some TV. I still remain your anchor for this wonderful program, What's Trending on Some TV. Teresa Ayibadute, aka Tessie Stone. And I want to send a big shout out to my producer and person of James Emmanuel Atta. Thanks so much, sir. You're doing a wonderful job. Do have a wonderful evening and remain blessed.